David?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
All right. Is this Miss Ellen?
Yes, it is.
Oh. You doing all right?
Yep. Nice day. Good day.
Yeah. I delivered the groceries and the pasta today.
Thank you. Very nice.
You're quite welcome. And no one was there except Edwina, so I needed to talk to Mary Ellen. I talked to her on the phone.
Okay, good.
But, yeah. JSCS sent me a Hummintashen, so I have that.
Nice.
Yeah. I heard about what happened at the temple.
We're being recorded, David, so I'd rather us just talk about stuff.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of these are recorded. Yeah, the recording started when I opened the room.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sometimes it says we are now being recorded, and it's usually after we get started. Okay.
Right, yeah.
I won't say anything more. I won't say anything.
We can talk about anything. It's just, I wanted to make sure everything got recorded because I forgot to do one. So I think it's all been preset. So it's recording now.
Okay. And you're doing it from the house?
Yes, I'm working from home right now. Well, evenings I always do these from the house. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you're set up that you can host at your home.
Well, as a virtual universe, you can work from your computer, and that can be anywhere. Mary Ellen set up the Zoom, so I can do this from any port in a storm. And we are able to upload all of the information on our computers to a drive, and we can pull from that from our desk. So it becomes a very easy, viable, accommodating universe now.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad it's not a chore, or maybe, I don't know, I'm not going to say chore. I'm glad it's not a difficult thing for you, that's all.
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, just have the computer and the programs you need, and it should be great. Now, tonight's program, Cantor did a lot of art. So by not having a computer, you're going to miss some of her visual creativity.
Okay, well, I said, I asked Mary Ellen, and she said that the Cantor is going to do a lot of singing.
Yes.
And, whatever I can hear is fine.
Oh, it's wonderful to hear. It's all going to be good to hear. I just know she made some very pretty art cards and spent a lot of time and was very excited. So it'll be recorded, and I thought maybe if she'd like, we could print them out as a hard copy.
That would be nice.
And see how we do that. So you'll have a chance to see what she's created certainly later. But tomorrow's a full moon.
Yeah. And we're having a great Purim service tomorrow. Well, I think it's great.
Oh, yeah. Rabbi Address will be nice. And then Saturday night is Isabel's.
Rabbi Address and the Cantor will be doing services, and it'll also have, this whole weekend will have a Purim theme to it.
Yes.
Yeah. Technically, Purim is tomorrow night and Saturday. But
I thought tonight was the first night of Purim.
Maybe so.
Tonight's the first night, which is why we're doing this.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, it's Saturday, the Isabel's Vashti Comedy Club hour. That should be fun and out.
Well, I'm not interested in that, and I have something else to do.
Okay.
But I will be there tomorrow night, and I will be there for Torah study. And then I will be there. I don't know what's next. It's so hard to keep up, but I think wisdom for me will be next.
I think that's correct. Wisdom is next. Yeah, we don't have a book club on Monday.
Yeah, and there's no, there is, but I'm not going to the Intro to Judaism classes.
Okay. Right, that's what's right.
Well, maybe next year I might take it when the new rabbi comes.
Okay.
But I've already had, I just found the other day my certificates. They gave out certificates at the end, and they had a big ceremony when Rabbi Leaf did it.
Oh, nice.
So I found my certificate when he finished the thing. He didn't make a big deal about the fact that who attended what. He gave everybody a certificate. But
That's
it
nice.
shows that I completed it. And the year before I took it, Ed Mello took it. He's the one really that convinced me to take it. And I enjoyed it thoroughly, and so did he.
Nice. Bob Weston just joined us.
Hey,
Oh, wonderful.
Hi, David.
Wonderful. How are you, Bob?
Great, David. How are you today?
All right. Do you have reservations to eat?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have reservations to eat?
No.
Oh, you said you were going to the chart house. I thought you.
We went to Tommy Bahama for lunch at Town Center. It was good. St. John's Town Center. Tommy Bahama opened a
Oh,
restaurant.
nice.
I've been there many times. It is very good.
Yeah, we liked it. Very good.
The last time I was there, though, they were very disappointing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but before that, it was outstanding. I'll go back.
Yeah, we'll go back. I like to walk around Town Center. Yeah,
You know, they have the best wings
yeah,
in the
good.
world. So
Yeah.
instead of telling me when I ordered the wings that the wings were disgraceful,
Right.
they were little old things, smaller than any other wing I saw. Usually they're large.
Right.
Instead of telling me that, they sent me out these little wings. And I said, well, what's this? He said, oh, we didn't get any. I said, well, you're going to have to do better than that.
Not good.
So they gave me some more wings, but it's not the same. It wasn't the same. It was disappointing.
Right. Wow. Some restaurants are good at times. Some restaurants aren't good at the other times. So.
Well, they usually are very good, I have to admit, but that last time they were not good.
Well, go on to.
But I will go again. I will go again. I'm not saying I won't.
Okay. Ellen, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Fantastic.
Susan
Ellen.
Nadler. David, Susan Nadler's on, just to let you know.
Hi,
Since
Susan.
she didn't get there yet. Give her a second.
Hi,
Oh.
everybody. How you doing?
Hi,
All
Susan.
All right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Happy Passover.
How's Gary?
Gary's okay. He's okay. He's in the other room. He listens to it from the other room.
That's good.
Hey, Bob, I just got an email that Dan Weinstock was in the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Susan
Daddy.
Board. Susan Board just sent it to me that he has, was it sepsis and a fever, and he's in Baptist South.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know when that happened. I don't know when it happened.
He was on Wisdom Group on Tuesday. I did Wisdom Group on Tuesday. He was on
Yeah.
Wisdom Group on Tuesday.
What does he have? Sepsis?
Yes, and a fever.
I got a,
What's that mean?
It's
What's
an infection. Sepsis is like an infection in your blood, in
Please
your
keep
body.
in mind, Susan, we're being recorded and Marcia and
Okay.
Dan are going to join us right
Okay.
now.
Okay,
So
I hope
let's
so.
all not.
Okay, I just, as I say, I
Here
just heard.
comes Marcia and Dan Weinstock.
Oh, okay, they're doing okay then.
good.
All right,
Hey,
so
Marcia and Dan.
they
Mark,
didn't,
and-
they're still muted. They're coming.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Oh,
Look who's in the hospital
Oh, no.
bed. He's
No.
still muted. Give him a second.
yeah.
He's muted. You can't hear him.
Hi, Dan. How are you
Dan,
doing?
how are you?
Am I the first one to attend a meeting from the hospital?
Yes, yes.
How are you feeling?
Hopefully, you're the only one. Hopefully.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
Were you in Baptist South?
Yep.
Hope you
Is
did
Marcia there? Is
No,
Marcia
my
there?
daughter's here.
Oh, okay, your daughter's here.
You're only allowed one visitor.
Right.
Rabbi
Andrew
Goodman was
Barry
here.
just
They
joined
almost
us.
wouldn't let her in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Marcia?
She's at home.
She's at home?
I don't know if she's gonna be on or not. Might have to get off because I
Oh,
haven't.
Cancer Barry.
Oh, that's,
How
what a
cute.
costume. Yeah.
Hi.
That is so cute.
Cute.
Dan, it's good to see you.
Yes.
Oh.
At your service. I'm Alexander Hamilton.
Right.
There you
Okay.
are.
Ah,
What a surprise. What a surprise.
I might have to leave if my dinner ever comes.
Okay, okay. Well, hopefully you're feeling better. Hopefully you feel better.
Yeah,
When do you expect to
hopefully.
get out of the hospital? Dan, when do you expect to get out of the hospital?
We don't know yet.
I know yet.
They're waiting for a test to come back tomorrow.
Okay.
I love that nothing keeps you down. Going on. I'm gonna see this Purim event.
Of course. I don't have any triangular food, sorry.
We'll let it slide.
Right.
Huh?
Maybe they'll bring you something on your dinner that's triangular.
Grilled cheese sandwich or something.
It's supposed to be barbecue chicken.
Okay. That's better than most of us are eating right now, so.
I don't usually have much of an appetite when I'm in the hospital.
No. I know what you mean. I'm not crazy about hospitals food. But hopefully Marcia will come on and we'll be able to see her.
Right.
I don't know. I asked her. She didn't say.
Yeah.
She can get on here. Or
Huh?
she has her own iPad.
She was gonna go on her phone, I thought. She texted me something, or Jordan did.
Here comes James. Here comes James.
James and Felice. Felice doesn't have her video on.
He'll come on in a second.
Yeah, she's probably just getting ready.
So Canterbury, do you have triangle food?
I am. I was actually going to say, I'm going to leave now and go get my spanakopita from the oven.
Oh,
Thank you,
wow.
And we're having cheesecake as well.
Oh, okay. That's a
Oh.
good idea.
I don't
I
know
didn't
if they
think
go
about
together,
cheese-
but they do tonight. Tonight,
I was thinking of pizza. I wasn't thinking about slices of cheesecake. I figured pizza would be the good triangle food for tonight.
I looked
I
it
will
up.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I was
So
thinking of
Rita's-
pizza too.
Hi,
What,
Felice.
Susan?
Felice.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob. Hi, everybody. I was thinking of pizza, but then I realized I live alone and I'll eat the whole pizza, so I better not do that.
Burritos are triangle shaped.
I got a triangle thing. Wait, I have to wait until we are asked. I
Okay.
actually cooked something.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Whatever it
You
is.
can draw a triangle on this paper.
Well, I was thinking of taking a slice of bread and just slicing it at an
Right.
angle and a
Yeah.
piece of cheese on it, and that's triangle.
But this is thanks to Bob Weston. I have a whole thing of Hamantaschen from BJ's. Thank you, Bob.
Great. I'm
Oh,
glad-
Bob,
Oh,
good.
have I been eating them all week? Oh, my goodness.
Good. They're very good.
They're fabulous.
Mhm.
And there's Dan from the hospital. How you doing?
I'm okay.
We've been worried about you.
Let me get that background on.
Hi, Ruth.
Just joined us.
Dan, are you feeling okay?
Dan, can you hear James?
Oh, I couldn't hear him.
He asked if you're feeling okay.
Well, I've been better.
Mm.
I know. Well, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Thanks. It was good to see. It was good to see Rabbi Goodman in person.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's good.
He came by the hospital to see you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He really is very much appreciate, he's always in the right place at the right time.
Hi, Sandra.
Sandra, we haven't seen you in
Hi,
forever.
Sandra. Wow.
You have to unmute.
I'm mute.
Almost. There you go.
Right.
Dressed up.
It's nearly a year.
Yes.
It was March the 13th was the last day I was at the JCA.
Mhm.
Me too. Me too.
We haven't been back.
Right,
Nope. None for us.
yeah. Although a lot of people are back.
Yeah, but today guys had a whole thing in one of the news feeds about
Well,
working
yeah.
out and keeping a mask on.
Marcia.
And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maria, Jackie,
I'm not ready.
Hmm?
Not ready.
What's that?
It's a triangle,
Oh,
my face mask.
okay, we have a triangle face mask.
Don't you have any Hamantaschen?
Look at her.
I don't.
I was gonna make
Aw.
No, you don't, but I mean,
They, they don't deliver that at Baptist Hospital.
Oh,
I don't know why.
we've been baking. We have Hamantaschen.
Yeah, I'm sick when I didn't bake.
Yeah, I know that.
Dan, are you using a laptop or your phone?
Using the iPad.
iPad.
Ruthie, I love your costume.
Don't you love it? It's wonderful. It's adorable.
It's a bunny filter. I love that.
Yeah, you could
I
do
know.
sweet.
I have to learn how to do that stuff. You teach me, Ruthie?
It's easy.
It's Ruth.
You just click the button.
I actually know her.
I can be different things. Yay.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I can wear my mask.
Now you want to see everybody like that?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I should be the unicorn.
That's awesome.
Oh, that is funny.
Is that? Is that a program, Ruthie?
I
What
think I
button do you click?
Like that so you can see everybody.
I'll wear my bunny ears.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cool.
no.
I like the bunny ears best.
On Friday night, just like 50 people.
Well, you can scroll.
Oh.
You said you and
Oh,
Rachel.
Do we have a special program?
Hey, Mary and Nancy, how are you?
Was I supposed to print something out for a program?
No, everything. I'm going to share everything on the screen.
Awesome.
Were we supposed to dress up?
Yeah, if you wanted.
Yeah,
But I
we
think
will.
Saturday we could
Purim,
dress
so
up
I
too, right?
dressed up.
This your hat.
Oh, yeah.
But I was just like,
I put my barf bag on my
and
head.
I wasn't gonna come.
See,
How's
I'm
that?
Dan,
I'm
you're so
Alexander
funny.
Hamilton. Here, wait, I'll show you so you can see the good stuff.
Take a picture from our
I'm Alexander Hamilton, and
Oh,
and this is the George Washington sweatshirt.
Whoa, where'd you go? You,
Last
like,
year, Blake and I
whoa.
went as the founding fathers for Halloween.
There or something.
That was a quick swirl.
Sorry,
Made my head spin.
I'm sorry. There's the.
Oh, Oleg, you look great. We did funny hats.
I didn't make any Hamantaschen. I should
Nice.
have gone out and bought some, but I didn't yet.
You have lots of friends. Everyone's joining, so I'm gonna let everyone join for a few minutes, and then we'll start up.
Okay. Oh, Oleg and Stacy are dressed up.
Hi.
That costume.
I thought we were supposed to dress up for Saturday night.
Oh, it's not a
Stacy,
costume.
you're adorable with that. Is that tiara?
Yes, it is.
You're
She actually is a princess. It's not a costume.
there
Oh,
we go. I'm gonna go out and come back in because my picture's not there. Is that how I do that?
I have to show them off again because these are so special.
And
I can't get the right,
Where you guys see my pussy willows? Who's from up north? I found pussy willows at Trader Joe's.
Right, that's nice.
Oh, there we go.
Aren't they cool?
Oh,
Pussy willows.
don't want to eat that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jackie, I finished my shawl.
What?
I want to live in the library that is Ruthie's background.
No, this is the ballroom.
That's the ballroom.
This is the ballroom. Yeah. This is the ballroom.
Sugar.
I'll give you the tour.
Okay.
This is the library,
Hi,
the bar. Yeah, and around the corner is a really cool room. That's the library. This is the
Are you
library.
going to be George? Or yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a cheesecake.
This is the den, and it overlooks the intercoastal.
Beautiful. Oh, you.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
These
someone's
are some of my books that I have. Just a few if you wanted to check them out.
You turn your picture off.
But this is like my favorite room.
It doesn't that one well.
The ballroom.
Cookies that you're not allowed to eat.
There's Marcia.
Shushan police.
Lucian.
This is from,
Yay, Rhoda.
remember Oklahoma 2 years ago or 3 years ago? When I was this young.
Is that Oklahoma?
Is the
Like Oive, Oklahoma?
Here's the other
Oh, yeah.
part. Yeah.
You were the sheriff.
Ooh,
You were the
Okay,
sheriff.
so
the Fortunes have it right. They're eating home invasion. I
And
love it.
Marty was Mordecai, and he came in on a bicycle. He said, "Let's go for a ride." Led by Brian Bialik, yes.
So I have to put a plug in for my April poetry workshop that I'm going to do for Sisterhood.
Okay.
I'm going to lead a workshop. I'm going to tell you guys everything that I do and why I'm so busy. And I'm also going to lead a workshop on how to write a haiku. So everybody be sure and set aside time on April
She's got a.
12th, which is National Poetry Month. April 12th at 7 o'clock. And you can learn how to write a haiku.
First, I would like to know what is a haiku.
A haiku is a 3-line poem of 17 syllables.
Oh.
Yes.
Used to do that with my students.
That is about nature with a surprise.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Thank you, Ruthie.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah.
Let me think.
Jesus in there.
Like I wrote one today. Let me see here. It's kind of finished.
How is she there?
Puffed plump, orange red, snapdragon's tip, ripe to pop. Summer's bright surprise. I'm working on it. They're fun. They're just fun, easy little poems about nature with a surprise. You use your imagination, and they're easy because they're very short. So they're easy for anybody to write.
If I didn't have a partner, I would get off.
Stop it.
You know?
That Alexis.
You could write a poem about a pussy willow. Which I should write a poem about my pussy willows because I'm so excited to have them. Pussy willows are very special.
Are we supposed to show you our triangle?
Yes. So I'm going to start. Now I'm going to start the program. Hi, everybody. Woohoo.
Sorry, I took over your show.
Oh, no, that's okay. We're still letting people in from the waiting room. So you have as your host tonight, Alexander Hamilton and George Washington over here. if you're wondering, Mara and I, we are self-quarantining together because we were exposed to the same human at the same time. And then we watched a movie together after being exposed because we didn't find out until the next day. So we'll test later when we're waiting for someone to come back with their test result. But if you're wondering why we're literally, it's here. It's all good. We're and we won't infect any of you. But we're so glad that you're here tonight to celebrate Purim. So yes, the first thing that I have a whole program for us, lots of fun Purim songs. We have the story of Purim, Megillat Esther, and we have readers who have been assigned to read the different sections for us. We have the prayers that go along with the reading of the Megillah. Everything is going to be on your screen.
Nice. Are you ready for us?
76
Yes, we're just starting now.
share document. So it's just going to keep going. David Sellen, I know you can't see it and I'm very sorry, but we'll post it on the website at a later time so you can see all the beautiful colors, but honestly, you'll know most of the song. You will have heard probably most of the songs, and I'm sure that just listening will be enjoyable too. So anyhow, I brought this evening some spanakopita.
Wow.
And I brought cookies. And triangular cookies, of course, cut from a cookie cake.
Because circles make triangles.
Because circles do make triangles.
In case you didn't know.
And that's so.
And that's our geometry
Ta-da!
lesson for today.
So those are our triangles. Tell us what you brought. Who would like to show it? Did you bring anything special, anything excited? Jackie Sims, what do you have for us? Are you muted? No, you're muted. You guys are muted. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Okay. So we made a salad and it's arranged in, those are 3 triangles. That's one, but the main event is we've been making hamantaschen for 2 days now.
Wow.
Together. And so we have a tray. So that's one. And they're all different kinds, and apricot and mun, I don't know, whatever. So that's what we have.
All right. Who else brought some fun triangles?
I did.
Steph. And then Felice. Steph.
Is that me, Steph?
Yeah, you. Stephanie Frues.
We baked a giant hamantaschen. It's the biggest hamantaschen I've ever made.
That is a Guinness Book of World Records hamantaschen. Woohoo!
It is date, apple, walnut, honey, and chocolate.
Oh, does that look awesome?
Oh, that's
Is that enough for everybody to have a bite?
And then there's only one more thing. I made a quiche too, and then we cut it into triangles, but somebody took a bite out of this one. So don't look at that one. It doesn't look like a triangle anymore. I don't know how to make the camera see it. There we go. Triangular quiche.
If I had quiche for lunch, it's a triangle day. The whole day.
There we go.
Anyone have some fun things to share? Yes. Oh, wait. Felice was next and then Joanne. Yep.
Okay, thank you. So I have my delicious hamantaschen, thanks to Bob Weston. I knew to go get it at BJ's. That's how very domestic I am. And this is my first ever frittata, and it is one, yes, and if anybody would like to have the recipe, I will gladly make you one. It's big because it's a big circle, so I cut a quarter of it, and you see it, and the rest will be for the next few days. Thank you. Happy Purim, everybody.
Thank you, Felice. Happy Purim. Okay, I'm going over to the Lawsons and then to the Porters.
Okay, we have triangle chicken, triangle sweet potato, triangle green beans and broccoli, and triangle hamantaschen.
That is, they did. Totally. Oh, beautiful. See, look at that. The trick was you could actually have normal food and just cut it into triangles. I love it. I lost the Porters on my screen. I see them now. All right, I see Edie and Naomi and Sarah. Oh,
Eating pizza. I already ate most of mine, so.
So is it still, once you eat it, is it still a triangle?
What else do we have? We have to have spanakopita. And we're gonna have Hamantashen afterwards.
Woohoo! And I see, so Sarah, there's a pirate
And Dad is eating samosas.
Ooh, samosa.
Kevin.
He's dressed up as Kevin, the giraffe.
Kevin, the half giraffe, half cape. Human thingy. He's 1/9 giraffe.
Oh, I love it. We see the giraffe. And what are you dressed up as, Naomi?
Fox.
Fox. What did the
I
and Sarah's
Who am I? Oops.
Wonder Woman. You are Wonder Woman, Edie Porter.
She is because she can take care of us, and that's hard to do.
I love it. I see Alexis Sandler's hand is up. What do you have to share with us?
We made a brownie, and it's like a cookie, and with a cookie inside.
Do you know what they call the brownie cookie is a brookie? Have you heard of brookies?
Yeah.
It looks delicious.
Isn't that really good? Because I don't like pie dough.
You don't like pie dough? You don't have to.
Did you want to show your other costume?
Yeah.
Okay, she made a horse costume to go along with her Queen Esther thing here. We'll turn here.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, that is awesome. What is it? Can you ride it? How does that work?
Get into it. You can get in, yeah.
Who has other shares for us? Anybody else want to share something? I'm looking for hands. Oh, Karen, what are you making over there? It's a triangle. You made a triangle.
It's a triangle. It's the start of a shawl, so it's a triangle.
That is awesome. My hat is a triangle. There's, and I'm not the only one with a triangular hat. Somebody really famous had a triangular hat, infamous. I'd go with notorious. Evil. Anybody know? I'm wondering if anybody knows who I'm talking about.
Can't say his name.
You can't say his name. It's true. We shouldn't. He who
Right.
shall be named. Although we had a whole conversation recently about not naming the person shows that you have fear. We no longer fear, so we can say the name. Maybe Rhoda. Who are we talking about?
Oh, mine's kind of boring, but it's it's quiche, it's fresh spinach and leek and feta cheese, and it's crustless. And I normally make it and cut it in squares, but this was in a pie pan, so I could cut it in a triangle. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Fantastic. The taboners, they say Nancy, yeah.
We have quesadillas that are triangle-ish.
Following the same theme that you take a circle and you cut
Cut
it.
into triangles.
Watermelon too.
We could have had watermelon. We could have had anything.
Anything.
Anything. I love it. Anyone else? I'm looking for
I
hints.
have a Hamantashen that somebody left on my door. Well, more than one.
Oh, I didn't recognize you with your long flowing hair.
You didn't know me? My beautiful costume?
It wasn't until you spoke.
Oh, Jill.
Because I
No.
know your voice. But
You all have seen me in costume before for the Elvis event. That was a different wig. I have that wig too. This is actually.
I recognize you.
It's actually supposed to be Troy Polamalu, but I don't have the football attire on or the black marks under my eyes. But it really is a Troy Polamalu costume.
Win.
So are you Esther or are you Vashti? Jill, it's beautiful.
Oh, she's not. She's a football player.
Oh, I'm
Football
sorry.
player.
Do I know? I'm sorry. I don't even know which way they hold the bat when they play football. I don't know.
Lori, do you have something to share? Where did Lori just-
Well, it's not exciting. I missed lunch today and Chris is busy cooking dinner. So I was so hungry. I'm snacking on Doritos and they do happen to be triangles. So I thought I'd share it.
That is awesome. All right. So any other shares?
I would like to Show our costume?
Oh, Penny and Juniper are here. Show us what you got.
Okay, I am pretending to be a queen, and my made-up name is Queen Sapphire. And Juniper is being Princess Buttercup.
And I am Vashti, superhero for all women.
Well, Steph, make sure you stay for the entire program because at the very end, you're going to get the special song that is just Vashti's song. So don't leave early. All right, everybody. If there's no one else, I'm going to get us started. If we are ready, I'm looking for hands. I'm just scrolling, looking, and okay. So I'm going to go. We got to do that thing where we mute. I'm so sorry. You know how I feel about it. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody.
Okay. Cantor?
When it's time for so I'm going to do some songs first. And when it is time for the story, I'll call on everyone who's reading. Here, let's stick that over there. And I'm going to pick up my guitar and share my screen. Hold on. If you need me to know something, go ahead and put it in the chat because I won't be able to see if you're waving because once I'm sharing my screen, I only have a few of my friends there along the right-hand side for me to see. Okay.
Yay. Toby, I think you might have to move up.
Toby, you're going to want to move. Toby, you're going to want to move. Okay, fine. That's a lesson you need to learn yourself then. Okay, so we're going to start with some really familiar stuff. Oh, you know what? I should have tuned. I didn't tune. Give me one sec.
I will. Hello, everyone. While Cantor is tuning her guitar, I saw that Sarah Porter's excited that you two are pirates together. She's focusing on tuning. So
I am. I know. It's very exciting. We've got the tricorn hats together. All right.
We are ready to go.
We are ready to go.
Let's do it. Let's boogie.
We're going to a little Chag Purim. Chag Purim, Chag Purim, Chag Gadol Yehudim, Masechot Rashanim, Zmirot Rikudim. Havana Risha, Rash, Rash, Rash. Havana Risha, Rash, Rash, Rash. Havana Risha, Rash, Rash, Rash. Barashanim. Now stay there. So let's go back. So Havana Risha means let's make some noise. Rosh is noise. So when I say Havana Risha, everybody's at home going rush, 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 and making lots of noise. One more time. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Barashani. Purim day, laughs a joyous holiday. Happy throng singing songs, wear a mask and say, Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Barashani. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Havana Risha, rush, rush, rush. Barashani. Ah, yes. Now we can move on to the next one. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Now you may remember the old lyrics, my friends, and the lyrics have gone through a bit of a facelift. And you'll notice they're not as familiar as you may have remembered, but we're no longer singing about extreme violence. That's all that changed. I am ready. Oh, once there was a wicked, wicked man, and Haman was his name. He lied and lied about the Jews, though they were not to blame. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nosh some Hamantashen. And Esther was the lovely queen of King Ahasuerus. When Haman said he'd hurt us all, oh my, how he did scare us. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nosh some Hamantashen.
Esther had a cousin and his name was Mordecai. He asked her, "Can you help us?" And she said, "Of course I'll try." Oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be, and not some Hamantaschen. When Esther, speaking to the king of Haman's plot, made mention, "Ha ha," said he, "oh no he won't, I'll spoil his bad intention." Oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be, and notch some Hamantaschen. In spite of Haman's awful plan and the scare he gave us, Esther was so brave and strong, she knew just how to save us. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be, and nosh some Hamantaschen. So Haman got his just desserts, and we had won the day. And Esther we will ne'er forget, and on this day we say, oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be. Oh, today we'll marry, marry be, and nosh some Hamantaschen. Yes, all right. So the next one, let me put my guitar down. So I need to make sure that all my friends at home are going to do this with me, because otherwise I'm going to feel very silly if we don't. So there are some important Hebrew words that we need to know. We need to know that word for hat, kova. Shali is mine, shalosh, 3. And pinot are corners, and we're pointing to the elbow to remind us of the corner. Pinot does not mean elbow, but corners. And those are the important words we need to know to be able to sing about Haman's hat. It says, La kova sheli shalosh pinot, my hat has 3 corners.
Wait, it
What?
does.
It does. My hat, it has 3 corners. Goes like this. La kova sheli shalosh pinot, shalosh pinot, la kova sheli. And then this next part is if it didn't have 3 corners, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot. If it didn't have 3 corners, lo hayaze hakova sheli, then it wouldn't be my hat. So we're gonna try, you put that over there. Thank you. So, not for you. So we're going to try this. We're gonna do all the movements and all the song words, and just like the bingo song, we're going to remove one of the words next time. So let's practice once first. La kova sheli shalosh pinot, shalosh pinot, la kova sheli, lule hayulo shalosh pinot, lo hayaze hakova sheli. Now, this time we're gonna leave out anytime we say kova, anytime we say hat, but we're still gonna do the movement. So let's try it. And let's see, I can see on my screen, I've got a little Penny and a little Juniper. So if you guys wanna try it with me, I can see you too. And then I may even stop the share for a moment to see if everybody can do this in just a bit, but let's practice. We're gonna leave out kova anytime. La sheli shalosh pinot, shalosh pinot, la sheli, lule hayulo shalosh pinot, lo hayaze ha sheli. Oh, so if it were Simon Says, you'd be out.
I'd be out.
All right, so now we're gonna keep out kova, keep out the hat, and this time let's take out shalosh. Let's take out 3. Okay, so we're not going to say kova and we're not going to say shalosh. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. I know you're all doing this at home, even though I can't see all of you, but you wouldn't want to make me sad. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ready?
I'm ready.
La sheli pinot, pinot la sheli, lule hayulo pinot, lo hayaze ha sheli. Whew. All right,
I don't know if I can do this without looking at it. I don't think I can stop my screen share. So let's take out our corners. No corners this time. Take out P note. Here we go. La, Shelly. Shalom. La, Shelly. Lule, hi, Yulo. Lo, hi, ha, Shelly. Okay, we're going to take out Shelly. What's going to be left? Not much. Not much is what's
La Lule.
Here we go. Anything
I
that
knew.
starts with L, that's it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. La. La. Lule, hi, Yulo. Lo, hi, ha. Woo! That was awesome. Okay, so now I am gonna stop the share for a moment.
It's really good.
I'm gonna stop our share and I want to see everybody do it. Here we go. But I probably need it in front of my hat. Well, no, I'm gonna try it. Here we go.
Great.
Ta-da! Here we go. 1. All the words this time. Just throw all the words back in. No, Ruthie's shaking her head. She's like, no way. It's not happening. But Naomi's got it. So I'm watching you, Naomi. All of my friends, you're with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. La kova sheli, shalosh pinot, la kova sheli, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot, lo hayaze ha kova sheli. Woo! Some of you are just waving your hands, and that's fine too. Good job. I'm going back to our share. Okay. Now we're really getting ready. We're almost at our story. So we need a little bit of practice. So for this song, we're not going to yell boo for Haman. We're going to stamp our feet. You can yell boo if you really want to. But the song is going to use stamp your feet. When you hear the name of Haman, stamp your feet. When you hear the name of Haman, stamp your feet. When you hear the name of Haman, but I got them. Give me a second. I wrote the chords down and they're not helping me. When you hear the name of Haman, who was full of lies and blaming. When you hear the name of Haman, stamp your feet. Okay, so now that I know what I'm doing on the guitar, I'm going to do that verse again. Totally didn't happen. Wipe it from your memory. One last time. Here we go. Are we stamping our feet? 1, 2, 3. When you hear the name of Haman, stamp your feet. When you hear the name of Haman, stamp your feet. When you hear the name of Haman, who was full of lies and blaming. When you hear the name of Haman, stamp your feet. I didn't realize, but my dog was under the table, and I just really scared her when I stamped my feet. Bring on Mordecai. When you hear of Mordecai, clap your hands. When you hear of Mordecai, clap your hands. When you hear of Mordecai, that wonderful Jewish guy. When you hear of Mordecai, clap your hands. And when you hear Esther the Queen, shout, hooray! When you hear Esther the Queen, shout, hooray! Hooray! When you hear Esther the Queen, shout, hooray! Hooray! When you hear Esther the Queen, who gave us Chag Purim. When you hear Esther the Queen, shout hooray! Hooray! That's Mara's favorite. That's Mara's favorite Hamantashen, the one with the bow tie.
And the glasses.
And the glasses. Yes, he's a very
ready.
cute Hamantashen. We are. Oh, okay. We are ready. Okay. So, before we read the story of Esther, there are some blessings that we have to say, because there's always blessings before we read. If we read from Torah, we have Torah blessings. We read Haftarah blessings. Well, this is the blessing for reading the Megillah, the scroll. Megillah is scroll, and a bunch of our books are on scrolls. We've got Esther is on a scroll. Ruth is a scroll. Yes, Ecclesiastes is a scroll. Lamentations is a scroll. All of that good stuff. Lamentations. Laminations are a whole other story. Okay, so let's look at our first blessing. And a lot of this is pretty familiar. We've got
Now I'm going to sing this so you can hear it, but it's going to sound a little familiar. It sounds a bit like the blessing before we blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. It's very interesting. It goes like this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has sanctified us with your commandments and commanded us concerning the reading of the Megillah. Amen.
Amen.
Exactly. Next one. There's 3.
Oh.
Oh no, this one's going to be pretty familiar. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who did perform miracles for our ancestors in those days at this season. There's another time that we say that blessing. Can anybody tell me when that? Anybody want to unmute and tell me when else we say that awesome blessing about miracles? No takers for that. I can't see your hands. If you,
Hanukkah.
Exactly. Thank you. And then for our third blessing, this one we say for every holiday. It's the Shehecheyanu. Let's sing Shehecheyanu the way we're used to singing it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higiyanu hazman hazeh. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has granted us life, sustained us, and brought us to this season.
Oh, I didn't see the and.
Yeah, the and is hiding behind there.
I found it now.
It's there.
They were so
Wait.
excited.
Now they're all on top.
That's great, actually.
I just did something crazy. Okay, no problem. All right, my friends. So there's a raised hand.
It's from earlier, the question asked.
Oh, okay, not gonna worry about it. All right, my friends. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start the story of Esther in the Hebrew with the special chant for the scroll of Esther. Just a few verses that you can hear it being chanted, and then we're going to move on to our readers who are going to tell us the story in English. But I want to tell you just a tiny bit about the chant for Megillat Esther. You have heard Torah chanted. You have heard Haftarah chanted. They have different melodies. But there are also special cantillation, chanting styles for the different scrolls. So there's one for the Song of Songs, and there's one for Lamentations. And you can imagine Lamentations is very sad. But the one for Megillat Esther, for the scroll of Esther, it is so fun. It kind of turns all of the chant on its head, because the whole idea of the Purim story is that the world has become topsy-turvy. A Jewish girl becomes queen. Whoa.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Sorry, she didn't warn you.
I'm sorry. I should have. I really should have. So I'm so excited for you to hear just a little bit of the story with the chant for the Megillat Esther. And I have it here so that you can see what I'm singing as well. Vayhi bishmei Achashverosh. Hu Achashverosh. Hamolech mehodu ve'ad kush. Sheva ve'esrim umea medina.
Oh, we're reading it in
No,
English?
you're good. Oh, sure.
Oh, I'll read it.
Oh, yeah.
It happened in the days of Ahasuerus, that Ahasuerus, who reigned over 127 provinces from India to Ethiopia.
Wait, I'm going to go back for a second, because a really fascinating thing about the word for India in Hebrew, if you see, it's the first word on the second line, May Hodu. May is from, Hodu is India. It's also the word for the food turkey and Thanksgiving, which makes Thanksgiving very confusing because you never know if you're singing about India or turkey. Okay,
that's
keep going.
funny.
Yeah,
Wait,
I know.
that's the dad joke of the day.
It's-
I laugh.
I will dad joke my way through every day if I could. Bayamim hahem kishevet hamelech Achashverosh al kisei malchuto asher b'Shushan habira.
In those days, when King Ahasuerus occupied the royal throne in the fortress of Shushan.
Bishnat shalosh limalcho asa amishte lechol sarav va'avadav chel paras umadai hapartemim v'sarei hamedinot lefanav.
In the 3rd year of his reign, he gave a banquet for all the officials and courtiers, the administration of Persia and Media, the nobles and the governors of the provinces in his service.
Beharoto et osher kivod malchuto ve'et yakar tiferet gedulato yamim rabim shmonim umeat yom.
For no fewer than 180 days, he displayed the vast riches of his kingdom and the splendid glory of his majesty.
And now we move into our English telling of the story, and our first readers are coming to us from the Fruce household. Woo! Go ahead and unmute yourselves.
A fateful party. It all began in ancient Persia in the 4th century BCE. The Holy Temple had stood in Jerusalem, was destroyed more than 50 years earlier, and the Jews were subjects of the mighty Persian Empire that extended over 127 lands. 3 years after King Ahasuerus ascended the Persian throne, when he felt secure in his new position, he celebrated by throwing a grand 180-day-long party dance for all his subjects. Following his extravagant gala, Ahasuerus hosted a smaller week-long party for the residents of the capital city of Shushan. In the palace, women's quarters, Ahasuerus' wife, Queen Vashti, that's me, hosted her own party for the Shushanite women folk.
That's you.
That's you. On the 7th day of this party, Ahasuerus' heart was merry with wine, and he commanded his wife Vashti, that's me, to appear before all the partying men. He wanted to show off my exquisite beauty, but I balked at his request. Balk. And at the advice of his advisor, Memucan, Ahasuerus ordered my execution. Can you believe it?
That's where we go. Dun, dun, dun. Awesome. We move on to the next section, the beauty contest. And now I call on Karen Backelman. Please unmute yourself.
When Ahasuerus' wrath dissipated, he was lonely for a wife. His servants suggested that he orchestrate a beauty pageant. Officers would be appointed in all the king's lands, and all the beautiful girls would be brought to Ahasuerus. And the girl who would find favor in the king's eyes would be the new queen. The leader of the Jews at that time was a Shushanite resident named Mordecai. He had a cousin Esther, who was orphaned as a young girl. Mordecai raised her and treated her as a daughter. Though she had no desire to be the queen, Esther was forcibly taken to the king's harem to participate in the contest. While all the other contestants beautified themselves with perfumes and lotions, Esther did nothing. But God had his own plans. When Esther appeared before the king, he immediately liked her, and Esther became the new queen of Persia. But as per Mordecai's directive, Esther refused to divulge her nationality, even to the king. Mordecai to the rescue. Shortly after Esther became queen, Mordecai overheard two of the king's chamberlains discussing a plot to assassinate the king. Mordecai had them reported, and the traitors were hanged.
Thank you, Karen. We're passing it over now to Oleg and Stacy.
The anti-Semitic prime minister. Meanwhile, Haman,
Boo!
Boo. One of Ahasuerus's ministers, was promoted to the position of prime minister. Haman, Boo, was a virulent Jew hater. In fact, he was a descendant of the notoriously anti-Semitic nation of Amalek. Immediately after his promotion, the king issued a decree ordering everyone to bow down whenever Haman appeared. Now Haman would walk around with a large idol hanging from a chain around his neck. When Mordecai, a proud Jew, refused to bow down, Haman was infuriated. He resolved to take revenge against all the Jews and threw lots to determine the lucky day when he would implement his plan. The lot fell on the 13th day of the Hebrew month of Adar.
Haman approached Ahasuerus and offered him 10,000 silver talents in exchange for permission to exterminate the Jews. Ahasuerus, who was no friend of the Jews either, told Haman,
Boo!
The money is yours to keep, and the nation is yours to do with as you please. Haman immediately sent proclamations to all the king's land. These declarations, sealed with a royal signet ring, ordered the people to rise up against the Jews and kill them all, men, women, and children, on the following 13th of Adar.
Oh, thank you, Oleg and Stacy. We're passing it over now to Felice.
Mordecai's request. Mordecai became aware of that decree. He rent his garments and donned sackcloth. He sent a message to Esther, asking her to approach the king and beg him to spare her people. Esther responded that according to the rules, anyone who entered the king's presence unsummoned would be put to death unless the king extended to that person his golden scepter. And I, said Esther, I've not been summoned by the king for 30 days already. Mordecai sent another message. Do not think that you will escape the fate of all the Jews because you're in the king's palace. For if you will remain silent at this time, relief and salvation will come to the Jews from another source, and you and the house of your father will be lost. And who knows if it is not just for such a time as this that you have reached this royal position. Esther agreed to approach the king, but she asked Mordecai to gather all the Jews in Shushan and let them all fast for 3 days and nights. And after this fast, Esther would put her life in her hands and approach the king. Mordecai complied with Esther's request. He gathered the Jews of Shushan, especially the children, 22,000 of them, and they fasted, repented, and prayed to God.
Thank you.
Yay, Esther.
Go, Esther.
I'm sending it over now to the porters.
After 3 days of fasting, Esther donned royal garb and entered Ahasuerus' chambers. Immediately, the king extended his scepter. What is it? Ahasuerus asked. What is your request?
I would like to invite the king and Haman to a small feast I have prepared, Esther responded. The king and Haman joined Esther for a feast. During the feast, the king again asked Esther whether she had anything to request. Yes, Esther responded. I would appreciate if tomorrow, again, the king and Haman would join me for a feast, and then I will tell the king my request.
Haman left the party a happy and proud man. Oh, the honor he was being accorded. But standing at the king's gate was Mordecai, who still refused to bow to Haman, and Haman was enraged. When he arrived home, his wife and wise advisors counseled him to erect gallows and then to go to the king and request permission to hang Mordecai. Haman excitedly went ahead and put up the gallows.
Ooh. Thank you, Porter family. Oh, it's Bernie. We're sending it over to Bernie Sims. Make sure to unmute. I can't see anything. There they are.
The beginning of the end. Sleep eluded the king that night, so he asked his servants to read for him from the royal chronicles. They complied with the king's orders. They read from the chronicles how Mordecai saved the king's life when 2 of his chamberlains hatched a plot to kill him. Was he arrested for this fine act? Ahasuerus asked. No, he was not, the servants responded. At that moment, Haman entered the king's courtyard. His purpose? To ask the king's permission to hang Mordecai. Before Haman could utter a word, Ahasuerus addressed him. My Haman, in your estimation, what should be done to a person whom the king wishes to honor? Haman, who was certain that the king wished to honor him, responded, bring royal garments and a royal horse, and let one of the king's nobles dress the man and lead him on the horse through the city streets, proclaiming him, so was done for the man who the king wishes to honor. Good idea, Ahasuerus responded. Now go get the garments and get the horse and do so for the Mordecai the Jew. Haman had no choice but to comply. On the next day, he went and honored Mordecai as the king had ordered, and then immediately rushed to join the king and Esther.
Mm-hmm. And wait, no, go back.
I know.
What's happening? ... Next, there. Jackie.
The second feast. What is your request? A curious King Ahasuerus asked Esther at the feast. If I have found favor in your eyes, O king, Esther pleaded, and if it pleases the king, let my life be granted me by my plea, and the life of my people by my request. For my people and I have been sold to be annihilated, killed, and destroyed. Esther then identified Haman as the evil person who wished to perpetrate this atrocity. The king was greatly angered. When he was then informed that Haman had built a gallows for Mordecai, he ordered that Haman be hanged on that very gallows.
Mara.
Oh, the turntables turn.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
The tables have turned. On that day, Haman's estate was given to Esther, and Mordecai was appointed prime minister in Haman's stead. But Esther was far from satisfied. Haman was dead, but his evil decree was still in effect. According to Persian law, once the king issues a decree, it cannot be rescinded. Of course, I get all the hard words. But the king gave Mordecai and Esther permission, and they promptly wrote up a decree that countermanded Haman's edict. Whew. The decree, is this still me?
It is.
Great. The decree granted the Jews permission to defend themselves against their enemies. And by this time, considering that all knew that the queen and prime minister were both Jewish, no one would prevent the Jews from doing just that. And the Jews in Shushan were oh so happy. Celebrations abounded.
Woo! Oh, there's still a battle. Jill.
The battle. On the 13th of Adar that year, the Jews throughout the Persian Empire mobilized and killed the enemies who had wanted to kill them. In Shushan, among the dead were Haman's 10 sons. Esther asked the king's permission for the Jews in Shushan to have one more day to destroy their enemy, and the king acceded to her wish. On that day, the 14th of Adar, the Jews worldwide celebrated, and the Jews of Shushan killed more of their enemies and also hung Haman's sons. The Jews of Shushan then rested and celebrated on the 15th of Adar. In commemoration, Mordecai and Esther established a holiday to commemorate these amazing events. Jews worldwide celebrate on the 14th of Adar, while residents of walled cities like Shushan celebrate on the 15th of Adar. This holiday, called Purim, is the most joyous holiday on the Jewish calendar.
Woohoo! Thank you, Jill. Here's our blessing after the reading of the Megillah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, harav et riveinu, v'hadan et dineinu, v'hanifra lanu mitzareinu. Baruch atah Adonai hanifra le'amo Yisrael be'tzaratam ha'el HaMoshiach.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who takes upon our grievance, judges our claim, avenges our wrong. Blessed are you, Adonai, the God who brings salvation.
Amen. And well, you can go there and we'll stand there. Okay, my friends. So I don't know. What time is it? I'm just curious.
It is 1852. It's 6:52.
Oh my goodness. How amazingly perfect is that? Okay. I saved my favorite Purim song for last. Let me get my guitar.
I really like the
Yeah, this is an awesome queen here. It's true.
I just like to give her a round of applause for all of the amazing pictures she put on these PowerPoints. Y'all, she worked so hard every day this week. It was the most beautiful, most exciting day of our lives was yesterday when we were clicking through in preview.
So I've very much enjoyed learning the program online called Canva, where I get to make all of these exciting slides. And if you enjoy these, wait till you'll see the ones for Passover. Okay, so this is my absolute favorite song. It is from the perspective of Queen Vashti. And you've got a little bit of a job. We're going to get there in fact, I'm going to do the job first. Stay where you don't leave that. So your job is, it's really simple. It goes like this. Do 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 do. 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 I know it's super hard. So just try, do your very best. Just kidding. We're gonna come back to that, but first. I never like to go to parties when I'm the only woman there. I can't see because it's it's written in, my chords are written in pencil and the light is shining on them. I'm trying to get, here we go. I never like to go to parties when I'm the only woman there. When I said no to Ahasuerus, I really didn't know he'd care. He threw me out, I could not be First Lady anymore. I don't know what became of me. I'm not the queen no more. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I was divorced. What? You repeat that. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. Do-do-do. You're right. It's do-do-do. You're totally right. I was divorced. Do-do-do, do-do-do. That's not the worst. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I was replaced. Do-do-do, do-do-do. With Esther's face. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I told the king. Do-do-do, do-do-do. This one bad thing. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I don't want to eat my meals with 100 men who deal in the matters of the royal family. Do-do-do, do-do-do. He wanted to show them my lovely face. I didn't feel like dressing up in satin frills and lace. Perhaps it was a pretty silly thing for me to do. No woman wants to be a single act. How about you? Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I was divorced.
She was divorced.
That's not the worst.
That's not the worst.
I was replaced.
She was replaced.
With Esther's face.
With Esther's face.
I told the king.
She told the king.
This one bad thing.
This one bad thing.
I don't want the king's suggestion suggestions to give me that indigestion in the matters of the royal family. Do-do-do, do-do-do. All these matters make me toil in the matters of the royal, in the matters of the royal, in the matters of the royal, in the matters of the royal family. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
Boom. Woo! That was so good. Make a great team.
All right, my friends. Chag Purim Sameach. I hope everybody had a wonderful time singing some Purim songs.
Thank you.
Thank you. It
It
was
was a lot of
wonderful.
fun.
A lot of fun.
Awesome. Thanks for joining, everybody, and thank you for participating. And I'm going to hang out for a little bit.
I'm an also.
Let me see.
I'm a pirate also.
You're a pirate. She's a pirate also.
She's
a
pirate
also.
Hi, everybody. That was wonderful.
Thank
Going.
Good, Jenny.
That
was fun.
I'm so glad.
Still, I didn't recognize you with the hair.
I know, you like my new hairdo? This COVID, I needed to do something different, you know.
To all my Jacksonville friends, hi everybody.
Bye, it was great to see everybody.
Bye, have a good night. We had so much
Wonderful.
fun.
Thank you. It was wonderful.
Now let's just check the
Naomi on Facebook.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Want to come see the
Thank you.
Come on, here we go.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye, sweetheart. Sorry, my picture didn't show.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Happy
Bye.
Purim, everyone.
That was so good. That was so
a
wonderful.
lot of fun.